a special pool of money to fix this. The gambling bill or the gaming bill, some people on Facebook tell me gaming is us trying to avoid the word gambling. People use it interchangeably. The gambling bill is not going to fix our budget problem. It will increase tourism. It will allow people to stay in Massachusetts. It is known that we have $1 to $1.2 billion that's spent in Rhode Island and Connecticut that we're going to be able to bring back home. But we're not thinking of this as a quick fix. There are no quick fixes on Beacon Hill. And I can tell you that because having spent 15 years working from an intern to a senator, I've been through the ranks. I've worked through times when if you wanted $1 million, I'd get you $3. If you want $1 million today, you better tell me why you need it, because there's no money to be had. That money that we were banking on from the federal government, the $600 million that isn't coming through, that forced us to cut our budget, which has then forced my inbox on my email to say, you lied to us. We didn't lie. We didn't get the money. We debated our budget in good faith, and we didn't get the money. The Senate has not put the money together to send to Massachusetts. So that's going to affect every family. That's going to affect the teachers that have gotten pink slips. That's going to affect your DPW workers when the winter comes. That's going to affect the police officers that you have in your cities and towns, the firefighters that you have in cities and towns. And sometimes what happens is that we have to negotiate. I will tell you that when this whole stimulus package started from the federal government, I wasn't too comfortable with the federal government telling me what to do with the money. Because, quite frankly, they don't know what Massachusetts needs. And so, when I was with Jeff Simon, who was hired to deal with the ARA money from the federal government to the state, he said to me, oh, you're going to be able to get fire stations. I don't need a fire station. I need a firefighter in Pittsburgh. I need another firefighter in Gardner. I need more police officers in Pittsburgh to make sure the crime stays down. I need money so that the mayor can turn the lights back on. I need to make sure that Clinton's getting the money for the reservoir and the watershed because they were promised it 20 years ago. I need to make sure that Lancaster is being taken care of because they have new businesses coming in. And with that is traffic problems. Quite frankly, I need a flagger up on Route 31 and John Fitch Highway to get through that construction project. That all happens behind the scenes that nobody sees. And so what you need is someone who's going to go up there to Beacon Hill and not be afraid of being the person who stands out to say, listen, that's it. Enough with the games, enough with the politics, just go forward. And it's ironic that I'm in this job. And I will tell you this small story because I started off being an intern for a day. I thought it would be cool to go up and see Boston and see what it was like. Then former Representative Simmons hired me, and then I became a legislative aide. And then before she passed away, she asked me to run for office, and I said, sure, I'm not going to win, so this will be easy. And then when the senator left, he said, oh, you'd be a great senator, and I'm like, yeah, okay, no one's gonna know. My roots are here. My roots are in the 11 cities and towns that I represent. I love coming home at night to be in my district, whether it's at Kimball Farm, or it's going up to Gardner to work with Mayor Hawk, or it's going into Lunenburg to work with Representative Benson, or it's going down to Clinton, even though I only have half of it. People don't realize I only have half of Clinton. Or it's coming home to Leominster to be at the high school graduation, or it's being at the strolls and the festivals. Because those are the people that I grew up with. That's the family that I want to take care of. And that's the way I think of it on Beacon Hill. You can talk about lobbyists. You can talk about money and campaign finance reform. I will tell you this, honest to God's truth, and if you don't believe me, you can ask my mother, because she handles the checkbook in my campaign. I don't look at my campaign finance report. I don't know who gives me money. I don't ask. Because that doesn't change the way I vote. I've been told people have given me money and I voted against their issues, like the seatbelt law. Or I voted against issues recently like to ban the smoking at casinos. Because if you're going to have a casino, you know that's part of it. That just comes along with the business. Or if I don't want to bring a casino here because people that have addictions. Well, not everyone is an addict. So not all of us are taking money or looking at campaign finance reports or looking at that big picture. That's what this is about. And so I hope if you have questions, you'll email me. I hope that you can, I have a website, you can look at it, you can call, whatever you want. We'll be a little busy till July 31st, but I do respond to my own email, so you'll get your answers. But I think I'm done, right?
You still got around probably 40 seconds. But
I have 40 seconds. So. But if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Yeah, I can take one question.
You said...
Well, maybe not.
You said that you were on one of the environmental committees, correct?
The Environmental Natural Resources Committee.
Okay, what is your view of cap and trade?
Well, I think that we have to explore it. I mean, I really do think that we have to explore it and look at what's best for Massachusetts. I don't think there's a general yes or no answer. Because, just like the windmills, it's not good for everywhere. It's good for some places and not the other. So, until it comes before us, we have to look at it.